In a similar tradition to the senior selected teacher or faculty speaker, we have senior selected student speaker, the same tradition. And this year we are treated to not one, but two members of the grade 12 class of 2021. Please welcome Jessica Paiewonsky and Adia Thomas, who will co-present at this time.
Thank you. Good afternoon and welcome, distinguished guests, alumni, faculty, family, friends, and of course, my fellow members of the graduating class of 2021.
With the amount of assignments that this class turned in late, we are honestly shocked to say that this graduation was not postponed.
As we celebrate this special day, we are honored, moved, and grateful that we have been selected to speak on behalf of our graduating class. Today, we stand on stage before all of you with numerous conflicting emotions, and I'm almost certain that many of you here may empathize with me as well. I remember my parents dropping me off to La Casa on the very first day of school. I threw a huge fit because I did not want to leave my parents. But little did I know that the VIMSA community was my new family. And as time went by, instead of throwing tantrums of leaving my parents, I threw tantrums of leaving school. I mention this because many of us have grown up with each other since La Casa, and others have trickled in from kindergarten all the way up to 11th grade. But nonetheless, we have watched each other grow and develop into the young adults we are today. It is almost hard to believe that over 5 years ago, we were playing tag in the playscape, trading Yu-Gi-Oh cards, going on field trips to Veers, and complaining to Senor and Mr. Stocking about how unfair our PE teams were. But how did it all go by so fast? For some, becoming a senior meant bossing the little kids around. But for others, meant great responsibility. Little did we know that in our academic journey, we would be faced with so many challenges and obstacles that would hinder us from having a traditional high school experience.
This class is one of resilience and perseverance. 1 year. One. That is how many normal years of high school this graduating class has had. Starting off strong as freshmen entering the class after 2 Category 5 hurricanes ravaged our island and community. Each of us going weeks without hearing from our friends, family, having dependable electricity, water, and fresh food. We each experienced not 1, but 2 catastrophes and managed to not only bounce back, but help those around us do the same. Sophomore year, the only semblance of a normal year in high school. Nothing earth-shattering or life-ending took place. In my opinion, this was the best year of high school. Then came junior year. That was almost normal had it not been for that meddling pandemic. I distinctly remember the start of our extended spring break. Excitement of attending class anywhere. Every night being like a weekend because Zoom school, it's not real school. And the countless opportunities to spend time with friends. But as so is life, the reality was vastly the opposite. Teaching ourselves from home, more homework than ever anticipated because now everything was homework. Isolations from friends and family, and the worst crisis of all, chicken and bowling, kind of became a little lame. Maybe not exactly the worst part, but nevertheless, masks became the new normal and distancing from the ones you love became required. All of this carried over into our senior year, our last year of not only high school, but the end of our collective journey at VIMSA, and for some, their last year in the Virgin Islands. This year, the cap off to the best year of our teenage lives. Internal assessments, TOK essay and presentation, more orals, mocks, and IB exams on top of regular schoolwork. Each of you on this stage not only completed it all, but completed it well enough to be graduating today. During a pandemic, no less, and without hardly any exemptions from the IB's oh so very high standards. On top of it all, as if the powers that be had not thrown enough at us, not all, but most, felt the loss of Talia Nome and those who passed in the tragic accident. Within the last 4 years, this class of 2021 has faced destruction, isolation, rejection, loss, sadness, pain, and a plethora of other life-halting emotions and circumstances. That of which I've discussed today are the shared experiences, none of which include the personal hardships and battles each of us faced on our own. Despite every challenge and hardship that I have mentioned, each student on this stage persevered and made something of the situations life had handed to them. What I have said today has not been me, someone of great privilege, complaining about a life that my class and I share, because we each appreciate and have been fortunate to receive this education. But rather, I say to show this class has excelled during circumstances we were never expected to face, let alone persevere in those same experiences with grace beyond our years. Life will never be easy, my friends, but let the last 4 years serve as a reminder to you that the class of 2021 is capable of resilience. And I'm not referring to an equilibrium bouncing back after disturbance. Just a little ES&S humor because I can't get anything from that class out of my head. But rather, a living, breathing, volatile human being, not only overcoming whatever life has thrown at you, but also achieving incredible things despite it. So I send you off with luck, but also with the knowledge that you truly do not need it.
Our time here together as a senior class will not be simply remembered by grades, popularity, likes, or favorites, but by relationships. The kind of person you were. These are legacies, the kind you must leave. The class of 2021 is truly remarkable and is a force to be reckoned with. These graduates here on stage are leaders and are not afraid to speak up and voice their concerns when things are not right. A quote by Alexander Hamilton says, "If you do not stand for something, you'll fall for anything." Well, class of 2021, we are still standing. In fact, we are standing stronger than ever. Every setback we faced and times when we spoke up when it felt like nobody was listening were times that were not meant to break us, but to ensure that we can overcome any obstacle that could come in our way and lead by example. Looking back at how far we have come, I can say these experiences, lessons, and investments have shaped us to become powerful, intellectual, and open-minded young men and women of value that have the capacity to change the world and shine light in places where there is darkness, the injustices, inequality, and hatred in this world. These things are not strong if we do not give them power. Class of 2021, you can do anything you set your mind to, and everything you have accomplished thus far has given you a one-way ticket to your bright future. We have all made lots of sacrifices, exercised diligence in our academic pursuits, broke our backs to complete many simultaneous assessments, and stayed up at late hours of the night just to complete Miss Silva's homework that she never graded. I'm exceptionally proud to say we finally made it. At times, the countdown felt so far away, but now I wish we had more time. More time to arrive at school late and blame it on the traffic. More time to procrastinate assignments, and more time to complain about which teachers didn't put an assignment on ManageLab. We have all built strong friendships and have bonded through the good times and the tough times. But here we are today, celebrating an unforgettable journey and the start of a new one. So as we take our separate paths in life, always remember that when the going gets tough, don't ever give up, because we have the capability to overcome just about anything. We are the future, and the world is counting on us to be that change that is oh so desperately needed. Cheers to the good, the bad, the fun, and the sad memories we have with each other. But as the class would put it, we had fun. Shout out to everyone. Again, congratulations to the phenomenal class of 2021.
Congratulations, class of 2021. We are so proud of the people we have watched you become over the years and can't wait to see the people that you turn out to be. In the wise words of Good Luck, Charlie, hang in there, baby. While we might not always like each other, I can say this wholeheartedly. I will always love each and every one of you, just the way any normal family would function. We implore you to live courageously, take risks, and always remember, if all else fails, at the very least, you know how to work an Excel spreadsheet. We love you all. Each of you deserve to be on this stage, and we couldn't be prouder to be part of the class of 2021. We made it.